can't figure it out. I just know that I think about you more than anyone I met before. So hear me out. I know it friends. If that's all you want, that's all I'll give. But I can't walk around like you don't got my head in the ceiling. Guess I'm repeating. I still got feelings for you. Feelings for you. I still got feelings for you. Head in the ceiling. Guess I'm repeating. I still got feelings for. Second of all, I feel like you do some in me back when I was involved. Telling me what I deserve and picking up every call. Like, you don't wanna miss this. I know we're in a crazy position. Cause we both know something is missing. So hear me out, hear me out. I know it friends, but who don't feel my shoes when it comes to loving you? Cause I can't walk around like I don't got my head in the ceiling. Guess I'm repeating that I still got feelings for you. And I try to deny my feelings for you. But baby, I still got feelings for you. You got my head, you got my head, you got my head. I can't fight no more. I still got feelings for If you want me, baby, won't you say yeah, 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 yeah. All you gotta do is say yeah. All you gotta do is yeah, 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 yeah. Say you want me to, girl. Yeah, yeah. I'll say yeah, yeah, I got feelings for you.
Yo, that was Xavier Omar. Feelings for you. Yo. It's your boy Maul. We talking manga today. Chapter 1, Mashle, Magic and Muscles. Mash Bernadette and the Body of the Gods. So I was put onto this book. I'd heard about it when it first came out. And I'm skeptical. I never read things as soon as I never read or indulge anything as soon as it comes out. Um, just because things tend to be hype beastie. Uh, and that's not me. Uh, if I see a bunch of people flocking to it, I immediately go on the prowl to figure out why I shouldn't. So yeah, I kept hearing good things, um, but never picked it up until this past weekend, and gotta say, pleasantly surprised. Um, I actually chuckled. I know manga is supposed to be, some manga is supposed to be lighthearted, funny. I grew up off Dragon Ball Z, fam. If it's not a power up, a transformation, or a 10 or a 10 chapter fight, fam, what are we really talking about? But this, I like it. It made me laugh. It had some humor in it. Um, and yeah, so let's get into it. Mashle, Magic, and Muscles. This by Hijime Komodo. Hijime Komodo. Probably saying that wrong, but we're gonna rock with it. Opens up, beautiful cover page. Beautiful color covered page. And this is two pages actually. So half of it is one, and then the other half is the other page. So it opens up with Mash's father explaining the world that they currently live in. Apparently, it's a world where, go figure, everyone has magic. Literally everyone has magic. Um, and apparently, those who do not have magic are prosecuted. So I guess think Salem witch trials in reverse. Like, yo, you ain't got the sauce. Like, you can't do abracadabra. Throw him in the fire. So it opens up with Mash's dad telling everybody, or explaining the world, explaining how the world is based in magic. Everybody is born with magic. Magic basically rules anything. The nobility, or yeah, it also rules the nobility and the class system to which, let's say, somebody is born a no one, born to no nobility. Um, you're an orphan. Let's essentially say you're just an orphan. You would be considered in this world um, the lowest class because you have no ties to you and all of that. You have no ties. You have no family, any of that. But sorry, but let's say you have ridiculous magical aptitude, um, and you use that to your advantage and you show it off. That gains you status in the world of Mashle. There's a magic school, of course, and I can't think of the title that they give it, but every year they the chapter opens up and it says every year um, they award a title to the best magic student. Title, money, renown, all of that to the best magic student. So it's just illustrating how important um, magic is in this world. So opens up. Mash's dad is telling us about the world. He's sitting in his hut where him and Mash lives, and you see Mash is in the cut, training, pumping it out, getting beefy, like we do, Um, and you meet Mash, and you already know from the cover page. You already know Mans is getting it up there. Mans is pumping it. He's getting it. All right. He don't skip nothing. He don't he don't skip nothing. No, not a leg day, not a chest day. He's not skipping anything. All right. Um, and so all throughout the manga, all throughout the chapter, you you get a they give you a glimpse into Mash, which is the main character, the guy you see with the bowl cut, and the in the cover that looks oblivious. So all throughout the chapter, they're showing you how oblivious, but how ridiculously powered he is. The first scene, the first scene that made me laugh actually was he came into the house. He came into his house from training, and he couldn't remember whether it was turn the knob and push or turn the knob and pull. So he just rips the door off the hinges. He just rips the door off the hinges, and he's like, "Oops, well, sorry, couldn't remember. Let me just put it back." But when he puts it back, instead of putting it back upright, he turns it to the side and he's just banging it up against the door, and his dad is like, "Yo, what the are you doing?" And his dad says, and the word that his dad uses for him, like he kind of like scolds him, and he's like, "Yo, stop bashing the door." Eventually, he breaks the door, uh, and of course he's sorry for it. But the way he was sorry for it and how he expressed how how sorry he was, makes his father say, "Yo, you're so." The word that he used was amenable. Uh, Amenable, amenable, and that means controllable, susceptible to, compliant. And the way that he was using it in that is that, yo, you're like, I get that you're sorry. You just like, essentially he was saying like Mash just wants to do good in the world, and you really get that all throughout the chapter. And honestly, that's why this guy might be he might be my he might I might put him up there with Deku, man. He might be, as far as shonen MCs. I like him already. I like him super quick, and I love Midoriya super quick. It's same thing, because he really does. You can really tell that just he's just a kid and he just wants to do right. And I love that. I love that about his character. But yeah, back to the oblivious OPness. So that was one, and that was one scene. And I guess he has, of course, because it's a shonen. It's a shonen main character. He has to have a thing with food. And Mash's food is cream puffs. He loves cream puffs. As you can see, he's eating a cream puff right there. Right there. You can't see it because it's a little blurry. But he is definitely eating a cream puff in that one. And so he finds, while we're going through the chapter, he finds a flyer or an advertisement for these amazing one of a kind cream puffs. And they're in the city. For some reason, Mash isn't allowed to go into the city. The only rule that his father has for him is, hey, we don't go into the city. Like, hey, we live in the forest. We train in the forest, and we don't go into the city. That's the only rules that we got. Other than that, free roam, free roam, free roam. Just don't go into the city. Well, I mean, it's cream puffs. So, it's cream puffs. Let's go to the city. Let's go to the city. Dad won't mind. Dad won't mind. They never really tell you why he's not allowed in the city. It's just a rule that, hey, Mash, don't go into the city. So, of course, when we meet our main character, he's going into the city for these delicious cream puffs that are one of a kind. So, like, why not go into the city? And while he's in the city, the book continues to show you his OPness and oblivion. He gets to the cream puff shop. He pays for the cream puffs with crumpled coins, like hey, you see this paper? Coins was like this. Coins was like this, fam. They was pennies, pennies and quarters. He handed man pennies and quarters that was balled up like a little ball, like this, pennies and quarters all in his hand. And the guy's like, "What? Yo, fam, what is this? What? I can't do anything with these." And Mash is like, "Oh, sorry. I guess I got too excited for the cream puffs and clenched the coins in my hand. Let me straighten those out for you. This is metal." It literally shows you in the page. He just straightens it out, gives it to Mans. He rips the shirt. Like, he rips the shirt without the sleeves off of a guy. that he bumps into just by, and imagine this hoodie and somebody just tugging it. Somebody just doing one of those numbers real quick. And imagine this part, the arm staying on, but the body and the hoodie coming off as he flicks. That is the OP-ness of MASH. And I am all here for it, baby. Let me tell you, if I had that type of dexterity in my fingers, boy, consider my chicken choked. Shit. So MASH is enjoying his cream puffs. And while that's going on, it cuts to what seems to be some sort of magic policeman. A magic policeman with a douchey hairdo, and his name is Brad. So genius writing in this one, let me tell you. But Brad is looking for his big break as a magic cop, I believe. Brad is looking for his big break as a magic cop, and he gets a call from a mysterious character that has no marks, that is wandering the city. Now, in the world of Mashle, I was reading and I realized that all the characters have marks on their face. It's very reminiscent of Harry Potter. Even the town, when they show you the town, it looks like, I believe it's called Diagon Alley. It looks like the place that that Harry went with Ron Weasley and his parents, and he ran into Malfoy's dad. I can't think of the name of the place or which book it was, but it was in it was either in the second or third book. They went to Diagon Alley, and yeah, when they show you the town, it looks exactly like that. And so in Harry Potter fashion, I guess people have marks on them. Harry, you know how Harry had the thunderbolt on his forehead. Well, they have these marks like all on their faces. Like his grandfather has a line on his eye. I believe Brad has one. I don't know where the line is. The top student in the magic school has 2 lines going down. And I noticed that MASH didn't have a line on his face. So obviously Brad gets the call, and Brad's like, "Hey," somebody's like, "Hey, we got somebody here with no marks, no marks." Brad's like, "Fuck that, fam. We got to get this little fucking muggle out of here. No muggles on my block, sir." So, he suits up and he goes into the city and runs into MASH. He meets MASH. They speak a little bit. They have some dialogue, and I believe they have some dialogue. And before you know it, MASH's pops whisks him away because, of course, he's not supposed to be in the city. He's not supposed to be in the city because MASH has no marks, and people with no marks have no magical ability, and they get tortured, executed. I'm not really too sure, but bad things happen when you don't have magic, apparently. So of course, Dad whisks him away. And they're followed back to the home. Brad gets his boys together. They're like, "Oh boy, we're going muggle hunting tonight, boys. We're going muggle hunting." And they got the torches and the wands, and they pulled up at Dad's house. And so they pull up on Dad, They pull up on Dad. They're torturing Dad, of course. Mash is off training at this point because that's literally all this motherfucker does. He trains more than One Punch Man. It's ridiculous, actually. Uh, and so they run up on Pop. They giving Pop the work. Pop holding it down strong though. Don't get it twisted. Pop ain't no slack. Pop holds it down, and then you get into while Pop holding it down, you get into a little bit of Pop character, and you realize, yo, Pop ain't no slack. Like, yo, Pop is real in these streets, fam. Pop is a real stand up dude in these streets, and it kind of when it gets into the relationship of Pop and Mash and why they are so and why he looks out for Mash the way he does, that warmed me up. Warmed me up. It showed you how they relate to each other, the bond that they had, and how they come upon each other, or really how, um, yeah. It I won't try to spoil that for you because that was one of the big points for me. Um, that was something I really enjoyed, seeing how that relationship came about. Uh, so so yeah, Pops is holding it down. Pops is like, yo, I ain't no bitch. I ain't bitch made out here. We gon' I ain't no snitch. That's it. Pops was in there like, yo, I ain't no snitch. If you want man, if you want son, you got to come through me. You gotta wax me off if you want my son, and then you gotta find him. Because even after you wax me off, I'm still not telling you where he at, fam. So so Pops went out like a G. They busting Pops down. Pause. They breaking Pops will down. Um and Mash comes back from training, of course. Uh and his dad tells him to run. Dad tells him to run. Get out of here. Get out of here. They're too strong. Because also Brad and his boys, got magic. Brad and his boys is just shit. Juan's on deck. Juan's at the ready. And it's on site. Juan's at the ready and it's on site. So so they're getting at Mash, or they're looking for Mash, getting at his father. And Mash comes back from training. Mash comes back from training. He sees that so yeah, they're torturing Pops. They're torturing Pops, and Mash is outside of the home hearing this, but he doesn't go in. At some point, uh Mash steps in. These guys are there's three of them. There's three of them. There's a 3-on-1 or 3-on-2, but 3-on-1.5. Grandpa's down. Grandpa's not, or Dad isn't doing too much. Dad isn't doing too well. So 3-on-1, and the first guy. All right, so they're beating Grandpa. So they're beating Grandpa to a bloody pulp. Looking for Mash, looking for the unmarked man. And Mash is actually outside of the door while this is all transpiring. Um, and boy, he gets busy. So I don't know if you guys remember that scene in Bleach when Ichigo did the final Getsuga, the when Ichigo unlocked the transformation, his hair got all long. He was training with his dad, I believe, or Unki, or somebody. Ichigo was training with somebody, and he came back and he fought Aizen. When Ichigo pulled up on Aizen with the long hair, and he gave Aizen the face palm to Mars. That is exactly how MASH came in on this one. Fam, MASH heard these motherfuckers beating up on Pop and mushed a man through a house wall, out through one house wall and out of the other house wall. MASH is not to be played with, fam. And then he proceeds to wreak havoc on these magical police. Slaps guy up a couple times, slaps man up. It is the most hilarious thing. And now these guys realize that, oh, this kid is a threat. We can't play with this kid. And so in figuring out, we can't play with this kid, the head guy, Brad is like, I'm no chode. So I'm going to just go ahead and wax you off and finish this right. Finish this lickety split, I should say. And so he charges up his Kamehameha. He charges his Kamehameha. And his boys are in the back hyping him up. They're like, oh man, this is the sacred regalia. Thunderclap. He hasn't used this since he fought the dragon of Daenerys. Like hyping him up crazy. He's charging the blast up crazy. Bruh. I have never in my life seen someone bitch slap a beam away from them. With such nonchalantness, my guy. Oh my God. Who is this nigga Mash? Who is he? Who is he, fam? Like, and so his boys, after Mash, literally bitch slaps and deflects the beam away. Bitch slaps the ultimate Kamehameha away. His homies are like, wait, what? That must be a fluke. Brad's like, I took it easy on him. Let me charge it up again. Let me get fire on these. Let me charge up on him, boy. So, boy, Brad take an extra bang. He pop some maca root and some yahimbi, some horny goat weed, and Brad is back at it, charging up the final spirit Kamehameha. And Brad is like, this is the final gum cannon from the moon onto you times 100. And it's a beautiful page. It's a beautiful page. It sets it up so beautifully. This is the biggest, I believe this might be the biggest energy blast we have seen in an opening manga chapter ever. Probably the most epic charge up as well. And it made it all the more sweeter when that one got bitch slapped away too. God! with my boy Mash, baby. Stop playing with my boy Mash, man. Bitch slap that. Let me pull this up real quick. Cause I don't think y'all realize. I don't really think y'all realize, man. Fam, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Man. Look at it. Look at his face. Look at his face. Oh, the most epic. Look at it. Look at it. Look at his face. Look at his face. Oh my God. Look at his face. Oh my God. Oh my God. So once he's bitch slapped into oblivion, so once he bitch slaps his ultimate attack into oblivion, and lets him know that this isn't his final form and his efforts are futile. Brad has a change of heart, and Brad decides if you can't beat him, recruit him, and that's exactly what he does. The chapter ends with Brad proposing to Mash, "You're pretty good, and I'm pretty good too. If you let me coach you, let's strike a deal. If you let me coach you and get accepted into this magical school, get accepted into the school of magic, I'll let you and your father go. On one stipulation, that Mash become the Wizard King." No, no. He wants Mash to become the top student of the school. He wants this because it comes, as I said before, it comes with fame, recognition, status, and most importantly, money. So, Brad comes up with the amazing idea to join forces with Mash and his father to essentially take the magical school world by storm, and make Mash a wizard of renown, and that's Mash accepts, and that's how the chapter ends. He accepts after speaking with his father, and Mash is kind of just like, well, I mean, if it goes sideways, I can just kick your ass again. Like, you guys aren't really a threat to me. So, and that's how it ends. And they show you the school, and that motherfucker is Hogwarts. It is 1000% Hogwarts, and I am all for it. I'm all for it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it from the first inception. Purely off the humor alone, and I'm not a humorous manga type guy. I like my anime with power ups and charge beams and muscles. So, and I hear Mashle got all of it. So so with a little sprinkle of funny. So, here is my journey of reading Mashle, Magic, and Muscles. So, I'm gonna like talking manga on this one. I'm gonna like it. So, MAAL Talks Manga, Mashle, Magic and Muscles, Chapter 1. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm actually gonna hop off and probably get through the first arc, which is about 10 chapters. Let me get through the first arc and report back on that and see where we're at. See if I like it. So that's it. Again, uh, enjoy the chapter. Breath of fresh air, which I didn't think that it was going to be, uh, because of the elements that it had in it. But I really liked it. I really liked it. So get out of here and get out of here, get to reading, and enjoy some more manga. So thank you for coming to MAAL Talks. Peace. One.